How you doing, everyone? Welcome back. Well, what we're going to talk about right now is morality, immorality, and, well, we're going to tie it into some other things that we talk about on this channel. I had somebody say just the other day that Donald Trump has never done anything immoral, period. Yes, it was phrased just like that. He has never done anything immoral, period. Are you sure about that? Come on. Even if you support him, to say that he has never done anything immoral ever, period, puts him on par with Jesus Christ himself. Jesus is the only one who has ever walked this earth, who has never done anything immoral. Every single person who has ever lived, with the exception of Jesus, has done something immoral. Some have done more than others. Some try really hard. Some try a lot harder than others to avoid immoral activities. I mean, take Mother Teresa, for example. Obviously, I believe she's been canonized a saint by the Catholic Church. And, quite frankly, yeah, I would say that she probably qualifies to be a saint. You know, but to say that she has never done anything immoral, I'm sorry, but if we dig back deep enough, we could find something. Absolutely we could. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you, right there. Yeah, you, sir. Yeah. I don't know you, sir, but I can find something that you did. And you can find something that I did. Yeah. Why? Because we are all flawed beings. Now, some of us are a lot more public. And therefore, our immoral acts are going to be known by a lot more people. Now, this isn't just a bash Trump video, because I tell you what, let's take J.D. Vance, we can find some immoral stuff that he's done. Let's take Kamala Harris, we can find some immoral stuff that she's done. We could find, Tim Walz. Doesn't matter. Everyone does something immoral at some point in their life. In fact, I'll give you one right now from Tim Walz, his drunk driving incident that he was involved in 30 years ago. He could have killed somebody. Now, fortunately, he used that as an opportunity to turn himself around. But that's not what this is about. This is about not just bashing Trump, but just pointing out that he is actually being deified. Deified. Worshipped. He has never done anything immoral. Hasn't he? Sure about that? I mean, you do realize that back in the 70s, he was found for housing discrimination. I'd call that pretty immoral. What, not renting to somebody because, their skin's a different color than yours? Yeah, that's immoral. Let's see, he has been married now 3 times. He's on his 3rd marriage. That alone, alright, that alone doesn't bother me. I mean, there are some that would argue that divorce is immoral. I say it depends on the circumstances. And I'm not going to say that getting divorced in and of itself is the problem. But he cheated on Ivana with Marla Maples. married Marla Maples. He cheated on her. And then, of course, we all heard the name of Stormy Daniels, right? Yeah. Well, Trump was married to Melania when that happened. So, adultery. During all 3 of his marriages. Adultery is absolutely immoral. Absolutely. And there's no way to argue that. You can't argue otherwise to me. Because I won't accept it. He ran a fraudulent university. Scamming people out of money to... Scamming people that's immoral. I mean, it's not like, you can get an accredited degree or something from Trump University. So don't tell me he hasn't done anything immoral. Oh, what about the fraudulent charity that he ran? Yes, the Trump Foundation. That charity was a fraud. Scamming people in the name of charity? I'd call that immoral. Tax fraud. I'd call that immoral. He has been accused of and actually adjudicated to have sexually assaulted a woman. He is at least one that we know of. I'd call sexual assault immoral. And on that line, what about when he had those beauty pageants and he would walk in on the women as they were changing? I mean, sure, I understand a lot of guys would be tempted to do that, but actually doing it, I'd call that immoral. Lies. Lies, lies, and more lies. Actually, just during his presidency alone, just a 4-year span of his life, he told a documented 30,000 lies, actually more than 30,000 known lies that were able to be documented just during his 4 years as president. I'd say that's immoral. Let's not forget how many lies he has told since. And how many lies did he tell long before that? Because, I mean, he didn't just suddenly become a liar because he got into politics, right? In fact, I think that guy probably wouldn't know the truth if it punched him right in the face. He covered up the severity of COVID. You know what? Covering it up and promoting promoting unproven and even debunked treatments, causing people to die and other people to, I mean, some people died because of it, and some people, they didn't take the precautions, and so they got sick. Yeah, I would say that covering up the severity of COVID was pretty immoral. And then, of course, he incited an insurrection, so there's that. You know, I mean, he invited people to Washington. He stirred them up. He lied to them saying, this was stolen from you. Therefore, you need to go fight like hell. Otherwise, we're not going to have a country. You know, and you can argue that those people, well, that they all had their free will, and that's true, but they were incited. He knew full well what he was doing. And you're going to argue that he said, well, peacefully and patriotically. He also said, fight like hell or we're not going to have a country anymore. He also said that after months of lying to them and telling them that that the election was going to be stolen and that it was rigged. And that was months, or not, excuse me, this was after other speakers had said that we need to have trial by combat, we need to start taking down names and kicking ass, and whatever else, got said that day. He knew full well what he was doing. Somebody's playing music back there. I don't know if you can pick up on that or not. But anyway, I'm kind of digging it. Anyway, don't tell me that he has never done anything immoral ever, when he has not only done things that are immoral, he has done things that are illegal. By the way, convicted on 34 felonies and indicted on numerous others. So, has he done anything immoral? Yes. Have we all? Sure. But, I don't know about you, I'm not running for office. I'm not trying to make any impact on your life other than to talk to you, have a little conversation with you. So, yeah, don't tell me that he's never done anything immoral ever. Don't put him on par with Jesus. Don't do that. It's disgusting and it's wrong. It's almost blasphemous. Stop. Don't tell me that he hasn't done anything immoral. Anyway, I'll catch you next time.